A brand new show. It's a brand new era right here on the MTA YouTube channel. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to MTA Revolution. And we've got 16 of the baddest of the bad ready to rip, roar, and let it fly here on the MTA Arena floor, all trying to claim the first ever Revolution Championship flag. And these drivers are ready to risk it all and try to take home a championship win to make history or be history out here tonight. All of them, again, trying to become the first-time Revolution champion. 16 of the greatest monster trucks on the MTA YouTube channel going to be throwing it down. Here's how it all is going to be shaken down in MTA Revolution's Round 1 competition. Up first, we're going to see the return of Black Stallion taking on Titan. King Sling set to take on Obsession. Then Destroyer back to take on Carolina Crusher. Then it's the return of the brand new Shocker Machine taking on Max D. Other side of the bracket, Cowboy taking on Mental Health. Gravedigger taking on the JYD, and then it's the return of Avenger taking on Rammunition, and then closing out round 1 action, Sawyer Ramsdale and Blue Thunder will take on Jeffrey Skipper and Monster Energy, and that will wrap up our round 1 competition right here to kick off Revolution. And right now, coming to the line, Zach George and the Titan Chevrolet now set to take on Joey Andrews, the former Monster Mania 4 champion and the 2023 Maximum Carnage champion Black Stallion 2000 on the outside lane. The classic matchup, Ford taking on Chevrolet. Zach George and Titan wants to get a win. Green light goes down and off the line they go. Stallion's got a lead. Titan trying to come back on him through no man's land. Titan is in trouble. He will turn it over inside of the shutdown area, and Joey Andrews and Black Stallion picking up a round 1 victory here tonight. And it looks like the Titan camp is going home on the trailer early after round 1. We're going to go back down to our MTA track crew and officials as they get Titan turned back over down inside of the shutdown area. A wild ride as he got crossed up coming out of no man's land, hitting the van stack in between the 2 racing lanes. As you can see, as they get the truck right side up, a lot of damage done to the left front spindle, and there goes the tire right there. So Titan on the trailer on 3 wheels as round 1 will continue at MTA Revolution. Now next up here tonight, you may have heard of this man, the King of Kings. Bradley Graham returns in King Sling, trying to become the first ever Revolution champion here tonight. He's got a hard task because over here on the outside lane, the Idaho Wildman, Chris Walkerst and Obsessed is ready to let it fly out there on the inside lane. Both drivers stationed, ready to go. Who's going to be meeting up with Black Stallion inside of round 2? Stage at the line as we get ready to go green. Down the straightaway they go. Side by side, they're pretty much even. King Sling coming back on him. Up and over no man's land, he win. And King Sling will pull the trigger all the way across the finish line, smacking the wall down in the shutdown area. Obsession on the trailer. The King of Kings will move on into our round 2 action here tonight. Next up at MTA Revolution in round 1, it's the return of Pete Piscadlo. He just won out on Thursday Night Thunder a couple of weeks ago. The Carolina Crusher Chevrolet out of Wadesboro, North Carolina, ready now to take on Destroyer. Joseph Nelson behind the wheel. The Ford camp based out of Michigan. Both drivers are staged at the Revolution starting line. Ford taking on Chevrolet. Here's the green light now as we go down the straightaway. Carolina Crusher got a lead on him. Destroyer's closing the gap, a close one, all the way down to the wire as Pete Piscadlo will hit the jump right there in the center of the shutdown area. Not sure who got the racing win in round 1 as they both crossed the line almost at the same time. We go back down now and check out your MTA photo finish. Your winner is going to be Carolina Crusher by inches over Destroyer here tonight in round 1. Next up, coming to the line in round 1 competition, a lot of great racing thus far, and at the line right now is Aiden Richards making his MTA debut in the Shocker Chevrolet, ready now to take on the wise man, Wyatt Anderson, out of Paxton, Illinois. Maximum Destruction over there, representing the Renegades Motorsports race team. He's now locked in to take on New Kid on the Block. Aiden Richards in the Shocker Chevrolet on the inside lane. Who's going to round 2 here tonight at Revolution? Both drivers ready to go. The green light goes down. Max D's got a whole job, but Shocker's not cutting any slack, and Max D will turn it over in the shutdown area. Got a little crossed up going over the last set of cards. Aiden Richards knocking on his back door the whole time in the Shocker Chevrolet. Let's go down and check out your MTA photo finish. Who got the racing win in round 1? And it's going to be the wise man, Wyatt Anderson. Maximum Destruction. He will put Shocker on the trailer early here tonight in round 1 after he turns the truck over. We'll follow up with them down in the pits later tonight. Right now, coming to the line, Devin Treat returns in the Mental Health Machine, now to take on MTA original Jason Cook in the Cowboy. He's been with us since day one, March 28, 2020. He's still with us today. Talk about commitment. The Cowboy Chevrolet ready to go on the outside lane. Devin Treat in the brand new Mental Health on the inside lane. Here's the green light, down the straightaway they go. Mental Health got a good lead on him. Cowboy can't come up with it. And Devin Treat will tag the wall inside of the shutdown area. New truck seems to be working good for him. He'll put the Cowboy on the trailer early tonight. What an incredible matchup that was. Devin Treat gave him no slack all the way down to that finish line. But right now, coming to the line, the Phenom returns. Rich Wagner and the Gravedigger out of Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, to take on the JYD, Ryan Davis, and the Junkyard Dog, representing the Backyard Beast. Wagner and the Gravedigger representing the Renegades Motorsports race team on the inside lane. One of these drivers is going to get a big win for their team. Who's it going to be as we get set to go green? And off the line they go now. They're side by side. A good race through no man's land. Wagner in trouble. Over he goes in the shutdown area. But Ryan Davis and Junkyard Dog hanging right there with him all the way down to the very end. Let's go back and check out our MTA replay. This is how it all shook down, ladies and gentlemen. Both drivers cutting incredible light, side by side, pretty much down the whole straightaway. Watch now as they hit the first jump. Wagner kind of noses over right there, settles it back down. JYD catching up, and Wagner just spins it out in the shutdown area, turning the truck over. Junkyard Dog knocking on the back door the whole time, but Wagner and the Gravedigger, your round one winner. MTA track court officials are down there now. You see the damage done with that barrel roll he took in the shutdown area. So a little bit of damage done to the Gravedigger. We'll have an update in the pit area later tonight to see if he can return into round two competition at Revolution. But there is the damage done to the Gravedigger here tonight after a round one mess with the Junkyard Dog. Hopefully they get that truck back. Looks to be cosmetic damage. The body should be A-OK, and the truck will be 100%, no question. But right now we're moving back along with round one competition here tonight at the Kickoff Revolution pilot episode. And coming to the line, Dan Chichagash from the Crush This Podcast, ready to take on Jimmy Bones Ferguson in the 1957 Chevy Avenger. The new truck has been working a wonder for him, represent Team Scream over there. He's got the bad bow tie dialed in to take on the Mopar No Car on the inside lane. Chevrolet taking on Dodge. Revolution in round one, both drivers stage. Here's the green light, down the straightaway they go, side by side, a good race through no man's land, they're even, and what a matchup it is. But I do think Dana Gosh and Rammunition got the lead on him right there at the line, taking Avenger out in round one. We're going to go back and check out our MTA photo finish, and your winner in round one competition, Dan Chichagash, Rammunition by a nose over Avenger. What a matchup it was. But right now we get set and ready to close out round one competition, and coming to the line, the Iceman, Jeffrey Skipper, returning in Monster Energy, now ready to take on Sawyer Ramsdale in Blue Thunder, your Monster Mania 6 Night 2 champion. Built Ford Tough over here on the inside lane would want nothing more than to get a big-time win on the pilot episode of Revolution. Both drivers stage, Monster Energy, Blue Thunder. Here's the green light now as we get set to go down the straightaway. They're side-by-side, Monster with the side lane. Blue Thunder's closing the gap. Jeffrey Skipper turning it over inside of the shutdown area. Got bobbled up over the last set of cars, and Sawyer Ramsdale looks like he had enough in the tank to edge out the Iceman. We're going to go back and check out your MTA photo finish right here at the finish line. Your winner in round one is going to be Sawyer Ramsdale. Blue Thunder taking out Monster Energy here tonight in round one. Jeffrey Skipper had a good lead on him halfway through, but Thunder closed the gap. And ladies and gentlemen, that means we have 8 trucks remaining in our field here tonight at the kickoff of Revolution. We hope you enjoyed round one. Don't go anywhere. Round two action is only going to get better, and it's coming up next. Now, before we get into round two competition, we want to take you down into the MTA garage, and that's where Gravedigger, Rich Wagner, turned the truck over earlier tonight in our round one competition. As you can see, the cruiser down there thrashing, tore the body all up, seems to be A-OK as far as mechanical, and it should be ready to go inside of round two competition. Going over to the other side of the shop, you see the Titan Chevrolet. Zach Jurge broke the wheel off in the first race of round one. They are out and on the trailer for the rest of the night. And then Wyatt Anderson, who had that rollover as well earlier tonight in round one. The crew seems to have that truck back together. He will be back and ready for round two competition. And that's going to be a wrap from the MTA garage right here on Revolution as we get set and ready for round two competition. Hope you guys are geared up and ready, because we're going to see Black Stallion take on King Sling. Then we're going to see Carolina Crusher take on Maximum Destruction. Looking over at the other side of the bracket, Devin Treat's all-new Metal Health looks strong in round 1. He'll take on a wounded Gravedigger who rolled over earlier tonight inside of round 1. Now to close out round 2 competition, Sawyer Ramsdale and Blue Thunder back in action to take on the Dodge Camp and Rammunition, Dan Chichagash from the Crush This Race team. All these drivers are ready to go, lined up in the staging area, and at the line right now, Joey Andrews, the 2023 Monster Mania 4 champion, Black Stallion 2000 out of Hagerstown, Maryland, who'll draw up against the King of Kings here tonight, Bradley Graham, King Sling over there out of Kildova Hills, North Carolina on the outside lane. Both drivers are staged and ready to go. Who's picking up a win to kick off round 2? Green light goes down. Off the line they go side by side. Slightly going to Stallion on the inside. Makes some contact inside of the shutdown area. And it looks like Joey Andrews and Black Stallion may have just edged out Bradley Graham inside of King Sling. We're going to go back down and take another look at our MTA replay. And off the line, both drivers cut a great light. Side by side they go down that straightaway. Stallion now on the inside lane, starting to pick up a lead. Got a little crossed up. Goes up and over, tags the Van Stack, and he does pick up a win over King Sling here tonight. So Black Stallion will advance on in the semifinal competition. And next up here tonight, the Wise Man returns. Wyatt Anderson rolled the truck over earlier tonight in round 1. That blacked out Maximum Destruction out of Paxton, Illinois in that far lane. He now takes on Pete Piscadlo and Carolina Crusher, the Bowtie Camp out of Waynesboro, North Carolina. Got his first Thunder win a couple of weeks ago, trying to get another big win out here tonight. Max D and Carolina Crusher. Here goes the green light down the straightaway they go. Crusher's got a slight lead. Max D coming back on him now, and I don't think it's going to be enough as Pete Piscadlo, Carolina Crusher, will take home a win here tonight in our round 2 action. We're going to go back and check out your MTA photo finish and see how close it was right here on Revolution. And coming to the line, your winner by half a truck, Pete Piscadlo and Carolina Crusher. He'll put Max D on the trailer. Back to Paxton, Illinois he goes. Right now, next up on MTA Revolution, coming to the line, Devin Treat, known as Mr. Shave Your Head recently. He's in Metal Health, ready to rock the house against Rich Wagner in the Gravedigger, the Phenom who turned the truck over earlier tonight. The truck is damaged, as you see, the body tore up. He's ready now to take on a brand new Metal Health over here on the inside lane. Ford taking on Chevrolet. Who's going to advance on in the semis? The green light goes down. Metal Health with a big time hole shot. Gravedigger trying to come up with it. Unable to do it as Metal Health tagging the wall inside of the shutdown area. What a ride as the brand new Metal Health seems to be working pretty good out here as Gravedigger will go home on the trailer after that round 1 rollover and eliminated here tonight in our round 2 competition. And next up to the line to close out round 2, Dan Gosh. He's been flapping his gums quite a bit over on the MTA Facebook page. They're Crush This Race team ready to rock the house here tonight in the Mopar No Car Dodge Rammunition on the inside lane. Taking on Sawyer Ramsdale, your Monster Mania 6 Night 2 champion, representing the Backyard Beast, the Blue Thunder Ford in the far lane. Ford and Dodge, here's the green light down the straightaway they go. Side by side, a good race up and over no man's land in the Ford camp. We'll put the Dodge on the trailer as Sawyer Ramsdale sends Rammunition back home to Champaign, Illinois. The Built Ford Tough Blue Thunder will get a win here tonight in round 2 as we go back and check out your MTA photo finish by about half a truck. Blue Thunder takes out Rammunition here tonight to close out round 2 action on MTA Revolution. And ladies and gentlemen, that just means we started with 16 trucks and we are now down to the final 4. Carolina Crusher, Metal Health, Blue Thunder, and Black Stallion are going to be duking it out in the semifinal action as soon as we return from our commercial break.
Are you ready to get in on the action here on the Monster Truck Attitude YouTube channel? Look no further. Head over to Facebook where you can sign up for all the great events we host right here on the MTA YouTube channel. Be sure to sign up for the events and register your name and get locked in with a monster truck of your own and get ready for the great thrills and spills right here on the MTA YouTube channel. Again, find us on Facebook, register for these events, and you soon will be competing in all the great events. We hope to see you there and get ready for the wild and crazy action. Be sure to subscribe and turn on all notifications so you don't miss a beat right here on the Monster Truck Attitude YouTube channel.
Welcome back to the MTA YouTube channel, everybody. If you have not already, be sure to head over to monstertruckattitude.myspreadshop.com and pick up all the latest and greatest MTA merchandise. If you're a fan of what we do right here on the MTA YouTube channel, again, it's monstertruckattitude.myspreadshop.com for all your MTA gear. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to MTA Revolution, the debut episode right here on the MTA YouTube channel. Here's how semifinal action is going to be shaken down. Black Stallion, who took out King Sling earlier tonight, will face off against Carolina Crusher, Pete Piscadlo, who eliminated Max D in round 2. Other side of the bracket, Mental Health, who eliminated the Gravedigger earlier tonight in round 2, will take on Sawyer Ramsdale and Blue Thunder, who just put Rammunition on the trailer. Now, as we get ready for semifinal competition, coming to the line out of Wadesboro, North Carolina, Pete Piscadlo in the bad bow tie, Carolina Crusher, ready to take on Joey Andrews in the Ford Camp Black Stallion 2000 out of Hagerstown, Maryland. Your Monster Mania 4 champion over there in the far lane. Pete Piscadlo just got his first Thunder win a couple of weeks ago. Ford Chevrolet, Black Stallion, Carolina Crusher. Green light goes down off the line. They go. They're side by side. Crusher got a lead on him now over the card. Stallion tried to come back on him, but was not able to close the gap as Pete Piscadlo will take home a semifinal victory and put the Bowtie Chevrolet Carolina Crusher in the final round showdown here on MTA Revolution. Going back and looking at your MTA photo finish, wasn't by much, but Carolina Crusher punched his ticket right into the championship round here tonight at Revolution. So who is going to race Carolina Crusher inside of the finals? We're about to find out as Devin Treat, Mental Health, gets ready to take on Sawyer Ramsdale, your Monster Mania 6 Night 2 champion. They'll built for tough Blue Thunder over here on the inside lane. Both drivers want this win bad. It's all about who is going to become the first ever Revolution champion here tonight in MTA history. Both drivers staged and ready to go as we get set to go green. Battle of the Ford Oval Brigade down the straightaway they go, side by side. A good race through no man's land over the card. Way too close to call up here in the booth as Mental Health once again tags the wall. It seems like he forgot where the brake pedal is here tonight. No doubt about it. But here's a look at your MTA photo finish. Your winner, Mental Health and Devin Treat by 3/4 of a truck, will put Blue Thunder on the trailer here tonight and pick up a win out of that far lane. What a ride it was, and that means the finals are coming up next, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. Mental Health, Carolina Crusher, next.
It's bigger. It's louder. It's better than ever. This still isn't your typical motorsports podcast. This is the 10th anniversary of Crush This, a monster truck podcast brought to you by J Concepts. For 10 years, your hosts, the monster truck Canucker Brad Shaw and Dan Chichagash, have brought you into the minds and personalities of the monster truck industry. Strap in and hold on tight. This is Crush This.
Be sure to check out our friends over at the Crush This podcast, Tuesday nights, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time on Facebook and YouTube. Dana Gosh, Bradshaw do such an amazing job covering a lot of monster truck history with a lot of past crew guys and drivers. Welcome back to Revolution, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready for the final round showdown. Devin Treat and Mental Health, who's been on a rail here tonight, taking on Pete Piscadlo in the Carolina Crusher Chevrolet, who's got that truck dialed in and ready to go at 100%. A classic matchup to kick off the Revolution Series. It's going to be Ford Chevrolet in the final round showdown. Devin Treat and Mental Health, who's only had one competition under that brand new truck. He's been rocking and rolling here tonight. Over there in that far lane, Mental Health ready to go. Inside lane, Pete Piscadlo, Wadesboro, North Carolina, the Carolina Crusher Chevrolet Camp over here on the inside lane. Who's going to be the first ever Revolution champion? Ladies and gentlemen, Mental Health, Carolina Crusher. It's showtime down the straightaway, side by side they go. A good race up and over no man's land. Carolina Crusher turning it over. Piscadlo upside down in the shutdown area. But Mental Health and Devin Treat hanging right there with him all the way down to the finish line. What an incredible matchup and what an incredible final round showdown to kick off the Revolution Series here on the MTA YouTube channel. Take another look at your replay here. Down the straightaway, both drivers cutting incredible light. They are seemingly side by side, up and over the first jump now. They settle it down to shoot out to the finish line and at the line. Look how close that is, ladies and gentlemen. It's looking like Carolina Crusher did pick up the win. You see the left front tire of that truck breaking the plane of the finish line first as he turns it over. down inside of the shutdown area, but you got to give credit to Devin Treat and Mental Health, who was with him all the way down to the finish line. But ladies and gentlemen, at this time, give it up for the first ever Revolution winner on the MTA YouTube channel. Your champion here tonight, Pete Piscadlo, Carolina Crusher. And ladies and gentlemen, what an absolutely great time here on MTA Revolution. We hope you had a damn good time out here joining us on the MTA YouTube channel. Give it up one more time for Pete Piscadlo, your first ever Revolution champion. And again, ladies and gentlemen, what an awesome night of racing. Thank you guys so much for coming out and joining us here for a brand new show on the MTA YouTube channel. And this one's going to be around for quite some time. Thank you guys so much for your continued support of this channel. We could not do it without you. I say it over and over, but I truly mean it. Thank you guys. Be sure, if you haven't already, crush that subscribe button, and I'll catch you down the road.